Happy New Year, guys. Let's get on with it.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
I said let's do this first.
We are now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, let's go.
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right? I knew it. See, I made what you'd call a logical deduction.
Holy
You
shit!
must have seen
Yeah.
those UDL gunships on
Oh
your way
shit,
in.
man! I ran out of
There's always
fucks to
3 of
give.
them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off. You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay. Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill. We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago. Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly. Oh, sure. It makes Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell.
Ah, the nostalgic stench of home. Can't say I miss the day-to-day of living in Edgewater.
Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though. Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor? I got this Rizzo's Rangers tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself.
Huh?
Only I haven't heard
I?
anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in? That's Bertie Holcomb, only one of the greatest tossball hackers ever. Everyone's heard of him, even on Monarch. We still get some of the games. You been living in a sulfur pit or something? Ah, you must be a Hammers fan for sure. I couldn't really say, I'm just a fan of the game. But the fancy collector types say the more people see these things, the less valuable they are. And I figure my poster's been passed around by more than a few people by now. Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Whoa, man. MSI Sentinel.
We're not the best equipped. Scouting for rapid keeps us on our toes.
Laws. Can a man enjoy the smooth menthol flavor of a What I am doing, sir, is enjoying the moment. It's so rare that I can seize one apart from the jabbering masses of this wretched place. And how should they know what they're missing? I recall when Stellar Bay was a proper board-affiliated town with regular shipments of Auntie Cleo's best and all the cereals. Before Sanjar took over MSI and got us all booted. Yes, free to wallow in squalor together. Look.
Well, well. Enjoy. If you plan on sitting...
I could use a few and tell it myself.
Now what can I do for you? Thought it had a fancy ring. Nope. Not since Ambra. Anyone who's... And I don't mean... Anyone who's rid us of as many beasts as you have is entitled to a few drinks. Something else I...
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding all over the place. Getting so I can't... Don't interrupt, it's rude. But I gotta get in there. Shit, I don't... Right. What are you staring? Wait. You... You think this is drunk? I gotta... you need to get out more. Sit. Partake. you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger? Oof. Some hell you've chosen. Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You have to get me something to clear my head. Oh, you want information for nothing? Very well. I am no match for your your yammering. Here's how to go south. Along the road, not the river. Look for the mountain with devil horns. Watch out for raps and mana swarms and marauders. You know it'd really be safer if I went with you. You want to Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I'm cut off for the month on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you... Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
You won't find a better deal in Halcyon than our special one-time offer for a refurbished sanitation unit. Remember, if it's dirty, it's a job for Sam.
That thing talks?
দেখেন নিও কাকে নিয়ে যাই What the fuck?
Wrapped mask and painted eyes, right here. Help! Someone's been killed!
গেল কাকা
I think I'm gonna be sick. I clean the apartments while everyone's at work. I've seen all sorts of messes, but this... If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. Now, if you'll excuse...
ইয়া কেবল ভুলে যাবো জিয়া কে মরে গেছে
Gruesome way to die.
Body bag dispenser empty. Please replace sack reel before disposing of any corpses.
Alright, I'm out.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. Get a grip, he says. As if I haven't survived this place for 10 years. This town is enough to try anyone's nerves. That was a real popular meal 10, 20 years. These days, I can whip one up for you. Whoa, hold on. Okay. Okay. Leak contained. My stars. Look, Captain. This is the best I can... Sure. If you got... I'm mighty glad you reckon so. This is gonna take about an hour in the oven. Nothing I can do to speed it. There we are. Now, if you don't mind, I really need to take a leak.
Why did the color change here? ভাই এ কি ইয়ার এরকম ভাবে কাজ করা যায় নাকি?
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
No, I mean more than usual.
Wouldn't know. I made it a point to stay out of her way.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry. Did she now? Well, I can see I was mistaken. Because if Catherine really had sent you, there'd be a lot more expletives in your message. I hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing. Caleb Herrick runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials. He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back. You mind slapping him around a little while you're at it? I'm joking. If you can find a way to get him back to work, I'll make it worth your while. Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess. We're not keen on rules for rules' sake around. Since you don't seem to... Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra drugs he's been taking. Something else on your mind? Stealing such a nasty... And yeah, we're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get the salt tuna, fat, and mostly tumor-free. Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job. Hard workers? They turn... Caleb and his crew have it better than anyone else around. I don't have the bits for it. Besides, if I make an exception for him...
She's principled, in at least this area. I will begrudgingly give her that.
Thank you. I think. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better... Maybe so, but I bet you Caleb runs out of bits first. He says he's got a stash to tide his crew over. Could be he's all talk, but if the money's real, I bet you he keeps it at home, near the diner.
এ বাবা কি সব বলছে?
Fine by me. Sublight boss out of Fallbrook. Handles most goods that come in or out of...
Plenty of work to do, especially with so many no-shows.
Fresh blood at last. Stellar Bay could use some.
যে শুরু থেকেই এরকম হয়ে যায় তাহলে আমি খেলবো কি?
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, what can Auntie have? And what a helpful young man you are. Who's your lucky friend? I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Except for you. I'd make an exception for... Oh. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry. I'm afraid it'll be the better part of a month. Our dear Nyoka tends... Believe me, Dr. Williams managed the town's allotment. Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room. Careless experimentation with... In the town graveyard, I'm afraid. Poor man was always searching for the flower of enlightenment. On the way. It's a philosophy. The graveyard... Do be careful. I'd hate for anything to happen to... Chin up, dearie.
Nope, I can't do this to old ladies.
I need your help. Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away, and don't you tell me to calm down. I promised my boy I'd protect him for all. He ran out into the wilderness a few... Please... Thank you. Oh, You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? And if you...
ई भाई चलो चलो वन जाइए चलो
Hold on to your hats, children. This ride is about to get ugly.
Deploying odor neutralizing aerosol spray now. Counting. 126 messes. 127 messes. 128 messes.
अबे चुप हो जा
I believe this place has seen better days. Shh, here we go. They were destined to die.
Ow
That's the last.
mother chud ah
A visitor? What an unexpected...
I, for one, welcome a reprieve from our travels. That is, if you'll have us, kind sir.
That's the spirit. Now come... Excellent. You've... Please.
कुछ तो गड़बड़ है
Oh, hello there. That's nice. It just gets hard to remember things. I recall other times it's like there's fog. That's nice of you. I usually feel better after I eat. Mama said dinner's almost ready, huh?
कुछ तो गड़बड़ है बे
What a pleasant surprise. And just when I was beginning to fear we'd seen the last of good company for us. Yet the
Only if you give yourself over to the plan, Martha. May I call you Martha?
By all means, just make yourself comfortable. Company is always a reason for cheer. The Eternal does not desire that we huddle and hide, crowded in by walls. We all share the spark of the divine, and we were made to spread it across the stars. Out here, we are free. And even apart from society, the universe provides for us, as your being here proves. That they do. Though it's up to us to make the most of those opportunities, wouldn't you say? Look at me, prattling on as if this gravy is going to cook itself. Why don't you run?
You must be famished. Is it sticking again? I'm afraid nothing out here works the way it used to. There's a bit of a trick to jimmying it up. I do appreciate...
Oh, you're saying this door is locked? Okay, this is not good. You guys realize, right, that if you like try to prance on me, you're dead. Like, we are all top of the line gear holders here.
Oh, hi there. Did you come to bring us more of those rocket candies? That's wonderful. There was this other man who used to bring them. Not anymore, though. He said they were making us sick. Mom and Papa got real mad. They went to have a talk with him. Mama and Papa said he came from the city. When we got sick one time, he brought those candies to make us well again. And they worked. Now we feel better than ever. Mama says they're...
Perhaps we should skip dinner. My stomach has been a tad unsettled of late.
Yeah, man. Although we are not stuck with them here, they are stuck with us here. So that's that. I can totally pick this lock, but I want to see this through. I just want to see what exactly they try to do. Hmm. I just kill him and get the key card. I'm not gonna spend this one.
Space, there's choice pills. They cure all your ills.
Really? কি করব বস থাকবো কি এক্স্যাক্টলি করবো এবারে करे तो करे क्या
Hey, what are you doing in my room? Maybe I'll tell Mama and Pop. You're trying to steal the last of my rocket... The ones that come in a bottle with a rocket ship on it.
নিলামি কোথায় পারু পাটু এখানে আমি চাই তোরা কিছু করবি
Nice to meet you. Wait, did I already say that?
How did you get stuck there?
You must be famished.
আরে ভাই এটা কিছু করছেই তো না তোর
Spacer's choice pills, they cure all your ills.
I have no to what to do. I mean, I'm waiting for them to make a move. They're surely trying to shit this on me. You have no idea, brother, what I am, what I can do.
I hope you favor ketchup and woolly cheddar. We have to make do with what we can find.
Really, what the fuck, man? Come on, man, make your fucking move. Lady, come on, go. Tell your dad. Fuck, bro. Hmm. I'm not seeing anything. Those দেখি এখানে সেভ করে দেখি কি বলে
Warning! At risk of overload. Too much spillage. Contaminant level too extreme. Warning! Warning!
It is unnatural, an affront to the grand plan.
চলো হুম একে কেটে কেটে খাচ্ছে এরা সেটাই ভেবেছিলাম you you would do that because we know you already have this on cannibalism and stuff you know I guess I can kill you and take this stuff, huh? Let's go.
But what's this? You're tracking blood into the kitchen. Oh dear. You've been nosy, haven't you?
Quickly, my dear. He's getting agitated. We can't let the meat spoil.
Don't worry. We'll make this quick.
You will make this.
Lacerations are messy.
अबे ले ए देखी तेरा यूज करो भाई তোরা ওদের হাতে মরে যাচ্ছিস কি রে Unfortunate end for this woman. Uh, चलो जाओ जाओ. ইনস্টল ইউজ করতে হচ্ছে মানে কি অবস্থা এ ভাই
Sensors indicate a decaying body in the area.
fuck you man.
Quietly now. I have your back.
Scoured with cryptids. Mutant purified. Reminder, lying in the dirt is on good news, customer. All germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
কি রে ভাই তুই তো মানে হেগের মতো অ্যাক্সেস করে ফেলছিস ওহো
Mean and ready to kill world. Torque detected.
और
Time to the trash. Mega messy.
That's one down.
Cleaning cycle complete.
बाप रे
Hello? Hello? I... Oh, thank the Eternal. I'm Huxley. Hux if you're lazy. I'm stuck. My friends and I were scavenging here, and a Metaqueen showed up, then Raptidons. It was a void-blasted mess. I ran in here, and, now the door's locked. Little help? It's easier... Phew. My buddy had... So look for a... Oh!
Phew. Thank you so much. It was getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights. Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy, and hey, who's your identical, slightly blurry friend? Thanks a lot. What do you think you're doing?
है
I don't want any trouble out of you.
Caution! Infestation encroaching!
Don't mess with us!
Whoa I had no idea this was the problem. Well, then might as well do it at first beforehand.
Muting volume now.
Hmm.
Oh, my friends and I ran. Phew, my buddy had. So look. Oh, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up!
Ah, phew. Now I'm out here. Oh, sure. But I ain't got nothing on me. That. Thanks a lot, mister. Ah, fresh sulfur. Good to be outside.
Oh, acha, that's my bad actually. I need to check these things. ডিপিএসটা বড় করে দেখাচ্ছে বলে মানে এই নয় যে ওটার বেশি 58 I think I left it in there about 20 হ্যাঁ এটার ড্যামেজ অনেক বেশি 62 to 94 কিন্তু it is 44 so put it back আর এইটা টিঙ্কার করে ড্যামেজটা বাড়িয়ে নেওয়া যায়
Well done. We are victorious. I wonder what secrets these ruins contain.
Time to clean area estimated at 6,549,800 on the job. Showered with glitter.
ভাই এইরকম মেরে আমার লাভ হচ্ছে না, আমি গুলি পাচ্ছি না।
Want to try me?
That will
Don't mess
leave
with
a
us.
stain.
শালাগুলো আমার কিল চেপে দিচ্ছে।
Rising. Concentrated amount of scum present ahead.
The trick is not to breathe through your nose.
Wait, what?
Hello again. Such a... Hello again. Now that can't be. Ms. Dear me, she does have another dose in her. My, but you are a doll. Here's Neoka's caffeinoid, and if I know her, she's... Do take care.
Hackerman. Oh.
Oh, it does work. I bought some musk from Sebastian to cover up the sun.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to that he's got his load on and that's... Wow. I sure feel like an ass now. Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on Catherine herself. Still, it's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement. Something else?
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
In case I did not...
यही मालूम है ये ले बोले क्या आशे भाई
You're back. Good news? Bad news? All of the above? More or less dangerous than a steady supply of alcohol. Give it here. Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go. Great. Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook. Out there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain cavern. That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
As long as you've got my back, I'll have yours. Welcome to the unreliable crew.
You look like a preacher. You a traveling vicar? A vicar, huh? You a true believer, or do you just like the tithes?
Why, that's borderline offensive, Miss Ramnerine Wentworth. Of course I believe. The tithes are merely a...
New face, huh? You from off-world? A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Why don't you grab a chair? Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits. But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking. It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor Velma goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay. Sure thing. If I knew that, I'd have tried it. The others wanted to... I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's rumors that Velma's taking a cut off the profits. So far, sure thing. I never meant to call for anyone's head on a pike. Velma's not my favorite person, but she ain't been cruel to us. Devil it all. Now you got me feeling sorry for her. Fine. I guess we'll go back to work to save Velma's job. We'll find a better time to negotiate our wages. Tell Velma not to worry. We'll look...
Let's meet this Sanger already. Why would I watch a TV serial with a fucking AI? ये सांजना भांजा से গেল তাকে খুঁজেই তো পাচ্ছি না আমি এখন অবধি I think my Windows has somehow corrupted or something. I need to have a look. But that means I have to, you know, that is a very. I just basically want to up my desktop
I'd
first.
give you a friendlier welcome.
Who spat in your spirits, Velma?
You noticed my mood?
I could be seeing triple and I'd still think you're being unkind. I just might find it funnier.
Well, you try wrangling half a ton of dead fish with decades-old equipment and see what it does for your disposition. Anyway, what do you folks need? You knocked any... Well, that's awful nice of him. Sure wouldn't have expected that. Thanks for your help. You've gotten me out of a tight spot here. Take this for your efforts. Something else?
Man, I'm on a roll. Eh. I don't know what adds to my I never used dodge, man. I don't know, I'm not that kind of a... Hmm. Ah, whatever.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
Well, new business turn. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics?
That you did, sir.
How can...
You've often posed...
Clear my schedule. Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review?
Noted.
But not so
Eh,
generous I
Chudil
can't
bhai.
drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? What a charming notion. One doesn't meet. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for... Yes, that's it. Channel your anger. Now, I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board. Surviving alone isn't as easy as it looks. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now.
So-called is right. We've got our hazards, but we're still here, damn it. The board took off without so much as a thought for the folks left behind.
Something to be said for perseverance. I endeavor to persevere myself.
Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
You talk like Graham.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan. But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
Exactly. Intellectualism fuels the train to mankind's future, but the tracks the train runs on are forged from practicality.
I don't know what intellectualism means, but if someone's willing to build us a few practical things around here, I ain't gonna judge them on account of their beliefs.
Yes, it's as though the good vicar has plucked the very words from my brain.
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
A lot of good that'll do. They'll just find another reason to turn tail and abandon you.
Not if we secure the proper safeguards first.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
What's with their smirk?
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended. Not long, but the devil is always in the details. And the salient detail here is a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less. But that's exactly what this is. The world isn't changed with guns and speeches, much as grammar.
And the dissemination of the proper ideals and information to those in the
তোকে
highest
না বানামে এখানে ছেড়ে দিয়ে যাবো বাঞ্চোদ
On the contrary, I would say good documentation is for everyone. And the bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 is one of the most formidable pieces of data entry in all of Halcyon. One false stroke.
It's true. One of the old execs gave herself a stroke trying to fill out the exemptions section.
For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board.
What Mr. Nandi means is that we have some rather momentous information to deliver to the board. Or we will, with your help.
I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
Those bastards. Leave us to our perils, then come back just to reap what they can.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board.
You really think so?
I admit I've been hatching this scheme for quite some time. I just needed someone capable to help me carry it out. If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are. Oh, I imagine you do. But as much as I love your can-do attitude and danger, so it would be best if you could leave her in one. Once you subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. A foolproof plan if I ever heard one. This has been my albatross. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for
What?
years, I was a joke to them.
You still are, but anyway.
One of the executives, I thought volunteering.
Yeah, you are
No.
insane, bro.
In charge of a scrap heap of a city. I hadn't thought of it that way. Thank you for... Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at You'd head south along the road. But I see you've met Nyoka. Anyone can...
He just wants me out of his bar.
Then it's good that I've asked myself...
You see what I have to deal with?
For many years, this planet was home to a... Really?
Here, though, the results were mixed.
That ain't fair. They didn't leave on account of the hazards. They left on account of their cowardice. The hazards just gave them a reason to put to paper.
Sharp as ever, Nyoka. And as the other corporation. Our leadership...
And how did that work out?
Most regard Monarch as a lost cause. But there were others of us who saw an opportunity. The chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up. It's humane. And creating the
That's what I thought.
Hmm? Oh, well, there were surely other junior executives with more open minds. No, they laughed in our faces and insisted we... In a manner of speaking, I moved forward, yet not long after. I don't... Everything we did was legal and above. I do think that...
अरे भाई सिस्कोर
Straight bullshit is what it is. A fabrication rich
अबे
folks use to
चुप हो जा
preserve their investments by leaving a lot of people here to die slow.
Nyoka has the right of it. It's a legal provision.
A necessary
That's Yes. Why wouldn't any?
Without the board, chaos would overtake the...
Yeah, that'd go a long way toward rebuilding.
To be on the board is to be part of the colonial community. Indeed, we've got to consider... If membership on the board can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunities, then... Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part will allow us... Oh, believe me, I've learned that much. But I'm also not going to... My hope is to maintain the reforms we've managed here. And who knows? Perhaps once we're... He and his followers call themselves the Iconoclasts. Lawless anarchists, all of them. If anyone on Monarch deserves the reputation the board's pinned on us, it's them.
I will admit, I am keen to meet their leader.
Well, be careful what you wish for. Graham has a habit of ruining everything. It isn't just that every radical... He's lucky the...
An Earth Directorate assault cruiser would change his tune. It's almost a shame we haven't seen one around Monarch in a long while.
Why wouldn't anyone? They own nearly all... To be on the... Indeed, if members... Besides... I'm just... My hope... What can I do? I see. And was his delivery... Well, that's excellent. What else can...
Greetings, and welcome to What can I do for you today? Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just... Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or a mantis worm wings.
What do
Whatever
you with that?
Sebastian has in stock, really. Oh, I don't need any of it. It's also I can talk to Sebastian. He doesn't get going about much else. Sort of the strong, silent type.
Oh,
Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell. I couldn't. Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as... Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better... He doesn't talk much, but plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises. Sorry.
No one saw me trip over that, right?
একই জায়গায় চলো ঠিক আছে Okay.
Hello, stranger. Can I interest? You look like.
Sebastian, you ever get your hands on those pheromone sacs? Manipillars ain't gonna hunt themselves, you know.
I must have hunted a dozen, but I couldn't find a single sack on any of them. Must be looking in the wrong place.
Manipillars ain't got pheromone sacs. I just told him that so he'd stop asking me for advice.
At least I'm getting a good haul of claws in the process. You're in good hands. Traveling. Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days, but I've been meaning to ask her how that Raptidon asked. I hope it's working okay, because no one else... Wait, I see what's going on. She put you... Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for Raptidon tongues.
এ ভাই এই মাথায় বাল জ্বলে উঠলো
You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice. Okay, I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
Yay! Good news.
Have you got to Sebastian yet? Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or was he like, yay, a date? Not to worry. If I never buy another Rapt... look at me going on. Anyhow.
Yeah, one
Thanks
more
again
thing.
for setting me up with... You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man. Because I told him to stop bothering me. I still don't know anything about it. But if you want to help him, Velma's... But I'll warn you. Grim wore her patience thin...
Velma te Gelma. Let's go. এরা আলাদা হ্যাঁ বসে আছে জাস্ট নাথিং টু ডু দাঁড়িয়ে আছে Velma de Gelma. Come here.
I'd give you a friendlier... This again? I swear, this is... You can tell Grim his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going to Nell.
Yeah,
Does that about cover it? She runs the betting parlor across the way. She asked me about the poster once. Damn right. It's staying locked up in my office until... No. I paid Sublight for it. So, it's mine. Sure can. Fair enough. The damn thing's been a... Take the poster then. And if I never hear another word about it, it'll be too soon. Something else?
Have you had time to check on that poster yet? Would you look at that? I can't thank you enough. And you know what? Take my old tossball blocker too.
Is it true that manta queens devour their mates after copulation?
Yeah. Well, sort of. They kill them, but they leave the body till their swarm hatches and eats it. The first meal is their father.
Makes one appreciative he wasn't born a mantisaur.
Slimy man like you might fit in just fine. Captain, let's talk.
Oh no. What happened?
Hey, got a favor to ask you. Figure while
Hidabi.
we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine. Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help. Well, we'll see about that. I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal.
Okay.
With this, what I'm thinking, it's dangerous. Nothing I can't... I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, like the family we once were. I saw it happen. Hell, one of them was in my arms at the time.
Very sad.
His name was Hayes, and he's our first stop. I buried him a ways from our encampment. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to Barry. A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a mantiqueen showed up and kicked us all out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together. Thanks, Cap.
Man, I need to go to sleep. But I am not sleeping, man. Wow.
Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur.
Amber Hightas.
On account of it stinking like fish instead.
Amber Heights 459. I don't know. Hey भाई रुक जा रहा हूँ.
Hey, Max. What does your religion say happens to us after we die?
The body returns to the universe from whence it came. I'm sure you've seen a corpse in the various stages of decay.
Why do we exist in the first place, then? What the hell's the point?
Our lives contribute to the betterment of the human race. Everyone has a part to play for the greater advancement.
I ain't got a part. Life ain't a damn cereal.
You helped people survive the Monarch evacuation, did you not? Perhaps one of them will go on to unlock godhood for the human race.
Well, if they do, I hope they remember who pulled them from the jaws of raptidons.
I'm glad Caleb's crew is back. I'm tired of mixed shifts.
You don't look like sublight. Must be freelance.
Ini
Something else I can do for you?
awal করতে গেল আই Damn. फिक्र न करियो करना भी क्या है बिजली बचा के चल चुका जैसा Hey!
Hey, Velma, I got your caffeinoid pills.
You're a lifesaver. Hope Abigail didn't give you a heart attack.
Just anywhere on Braxton?
Whoa. Wow.
Give me those pills, will you?
Here you go. You know, you might consider a real night's sleep instead.
Oh, so this is one of the exits. Nice. That's nice.
I don't mean to judge, but are you rather sober, Miss Ramnoreen Wentworth?
Only when I got a job to do. And even that ain't a guarantee. Huh?
Forward side reverse.
Here they come.
Worse down the side.
You went all right.
I don't get it. ये कैसे करना? Now that's more like it. 99. तू स्वचार अब है ये. चलो. প্রচুর এক্সপি দিচ্ছে ভাই। সল্ট রাইফেল আল্টারা 58, এটা কত? 82।
Careful. Only things you'll find in the ruins are liable to shoot you or eat you.
Here we go.
Nice shot, Captain. Down they go. Gonna find he'll take a toe off. Here we go.
बोल्टूट पिस्टल 402 डैमेज Let's get this over with and go. ये तो मुड़े ही जाए
Huh? Trouble incoming, Captain.
Okay, man, it's already past 3:30 here, so